Hello and welcome to Dur's Backyard Garage, guys. Today I'm joined here again with Tom Weston. He's in this Mercedes right here. Well, let's listen to this. This isn't the car we're doing today. We're doing the G Wagon, but oh yeah, nice cold start on the G63 AMG. Oh yeah. So that's not the car we're doing today, unfortunately, because it's on consignment, so we can't. But we are doing the G Wagon AMG, which is a pretty sweet car. We're just getting ready to take it out. Let's take a look at this car, guys.
I'm not the girl that I used to be. Sometimes I'm more than words. I'm beyond what I once was. I don't believe in love it. Hey, hey. If I want something, I got it. Hey, hey. Oh baby, I don't need love me. Hey, hey. Cause I love I cannot buy it. Wasn't real with you, boy. Real, wasn't real with you, boy. You won't give me too much chances. I don't care, I'm fine, I'm fancy brighter.
So I don't know how this thing's gonna sound. It is an AMG. Hey Tom, how does this thing sound? Is it pretty good?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah. You want a video of the start?
Yeah, we're good. Go ahead. Oh wow. Very cool. So we're gonna back this thing out and then we'll go over a little bit, show you guys what it looks like, all about it. It's a pretty sweet ride. Before we get started, guys, consider giving us a subscribe. We'd love to have you along for our journeys. Let's go ahead and get started with the why do I keep doing this? The G Wagon AMG. So we're gonna do a little overview of this car. Let's take a look at the inside. Tom, you want to show us?
Yeah, absolutely. Start in the front.
Oh man, this thing's beautiful. And I'm assuming this is all real wood accents on here, right? Yeah. It's gorgeous. Wow. It's all blacked out too, so you can't really see that well.
One thing you have to get is this sound.
Yep, that's a solid sound. I'm so glad I have a new microphone. Who cares about the startup? That's the only thing that matters.
That's the G Wagon noise, is that sound.
Yeah.
Then you have the giant cavernous space in the back. This door, that's probably, if you want to move it.
Yeah.
That's,
wow. It feels like it's bulletproof.
Yes. It is surprising that this normal car isn't
Look at this.
sort of armored all on its own.
No kidding. Is it? So it's all really solid metal too. Wow.
5,500 pounds.
5,500 pounds, and this isn't a really that big of a SUV,
it's
you know?
not a huge vehicle.
No.
It's. Oop. There we go.
There you go. Yeah. So this is the AMG, right?
Yes. So this is the G55 as the 5.4 liter
5.4
supercharged V8.
How much horsepower does it make?
500.
500 horsepower.
Yep.
Okay, wow. Yeah, let's take a look at the hood too. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. It's almost like a Jeep hood.
Ooh, where is it?
Don't worry, I'll cut this out. It's right here.
Ah, I see.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. So what year is this?
2011.
2011? This thing looks like it's been kept in the garage its entire life.
Yes, it has had very good care taken of it.
So this is the supercharger right here, and it's what does it say? Voller Hog on it? Handcrafted.
Yes, that is the technician at AMG who built the engine. So
Oh.
each AMG engine is built by a single person all the way along the assembly line. It's one person that assembles that engine.
That's his signature stamped onto that
so
plate
that is
there.
the person that built that engine at AMG.
Wow, that is cool, man. These are just such intricate vehicles. They're so beautiful.
Yes.
Cool. So I wanted to see what the back looks like too. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Cool.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, what are these things right here?
Either vents or speakers. Might be vents.
Speakers? Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Speakers or if it's air vents.
Oh, air vents.
It might be air
wow.
vents for the rear.
Man, Mercedes is fancy. It has the seat heater too.
Yep.
That is cool. Yeah, it has a lot of speakers in it too. Oh, and in case you want to smoke.
Yes.
Nice.
Mercedes will still give you an ashtray.
Do they still give you one?
I think every car Mercedes makes will give you an ashtray.
Nice. Oh, that sound is so good, man. Even the back ones. Wow. Just a beautiful car. So we're going to go ahead and take it for a little spin, guys. Hope you enjoy the ride.
First time with it.
Yeah. Hey, so what is all this adjustment? Is this all for seat?
I think this is seat massage.
Seat massage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all seat massaging stuff. I think this is all
How does it-
but like
I don't even play with it if you can figure out how to make it work. It's beyond. And you got the controls, the programmable.
Yeah, over here, controls. What does this green button do?
To program it. So you have the 3 memory settings.
Nice.
That can move to.
Wow, this is just amazing inside. Look at this, it's beautiful. And this is, that's all solid wood.
Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous. So what are all these controls up here? Is that, so you can make it front wheel?
Diff locks.
Oh, differential
So you got
locks.
3 different diff locks.
So this can do, it lockers on all
Center.
4?
Yep, so you got front, center, rear.
Okay. That's cool.
These things are proper off-roaders.
No kidding, yeah. A little lift on it.
The normal car
so side pipes don't smash.
Yeah. The normal car is probably one of the best off-roaders in the world.
Yeah.
This is not as much so because they have done some performance-oriented stuff with it.
Luxury performance-oriented.
You know what all those steering wheel heater and
steering wheel heater? That's cool.
Yeah.
My dad had a Maxima that used to have one. Does it have air ride? Is that what I was hearing?
I don't think it's air ride. I think it's just conventional coils.
Oh, okay.
As far as I understand.
All right.
Okay. Should be good too.
Let's go. I feel like it's going to be very interesting to have 500 horsepower sitting up this high, you know?
Yes. It's a very different sensation.
Yeah, absolutely.
They drive unlike anything else you could possibly find. There's no other vehicle, I think, in the world that drives like one of these.
Yeah, sure. It sounds great too. You can hear those side pipes. Oh my gosh.
Yep. You've got on the front windshield this electronic defroster.
Oh yeah, wow. Oh yeah. So you can, I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but there's like little wires on the windshield here.
That's an electronic heater. You never have to scrape your windshield because it'll just immediately warm it up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That's really cool.
These things were very expensive when they were new.
How much were they? How much were they new? Do you know?
Yikes.
150?
I think at least as much as an S-Class of the same year.
Wow.
As far as I saw, they were approximately the same.
Okay. So 6
So you're getting the same equipment. You know, you're getting all of the same stuff.
What is this little door? Sorry, I'm like just poking around your Mercedes.
As well. Yeah. You got that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you got the seat massage. You got high and low.
High and low for
off-roading, so high and low gear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
This is all new terrain for me. Wow. It goes. That supercharger really adds some power too.
It sounds like a muscle car.
Oh yeah.
Is what it sounds like.
I mean, it pretty much is, right?
Yeah.
It's got this massive engine. What? It's a supercharged V8. V8, you said?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Yeah.
5.4 liter supercharged V8.
Wow.
It's a pretty high displacement for a V8.
Yeah. No kidding. That's cool. It's just torquey. Oh man, it reminds me of the S65, honestly, a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. It's got that same kind of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put a big engine in it for luxury as much as speed. So you just never have to ask too much of it.
Yeah. No kidding. It's definitely a whole new experience sitting up this high with this much power.
Yes.
It makes it scarier.
The only thing I can compare it to is imagine what a military vehicle feels like. And that's what it is.
Didn't you guys have one of those H1s in?
Yes.
And it had a turret mount on it or something?
Yes. Yeah, so it's actually
so cool.
one of the surplus ones.
Yeah.
And it feels like that, essentially.
Yeah.
Like a fast.
Well, those are diesel, aren't they?
Yes.
And it was like a 6.8 liter or something, Cummins?
I believe so.
Turbo diesel or something crazy like that.
They have an unbelievable amount of power.
Yeah.
I mean, not very much horsepower, but the torque is incredible.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff they can move.
Yeah. Yeah, do you want to tell us a little bit of history about this? Do you know a lot about this vehicle?
I know a little bit.
A little bit?
Do my best to cover, 41 years of history.
Yeah. And I'm sure these guys will know too, because they always help correct in the comments, which is awesome. So I really appreciate you guys. Yeah.
I do not know everything, far from it. So
yeah,
I appreciate corrections if I'm saying things that are incorrect. As far as I've seen, the original G Wagon came about in 1979 as a military vehicle. Okay. They're actually, I believe, up until 2018, built in a separate factory in Austria. So they're not actually built in Stuttgart with the rest of Mercedes. They're built by an independent manufacturer that kind of partnered with Mercedes. And several of them were actually sold under a different name than Mercedes-Benz. But the kind of thing that we know, this arrangement of like a luxury off-roader came about in 1990.
Okay.
We got kind of the first G-Wagon that had some creature comforts before you could kind of just get a civilian version of a military vehicle.
Yeah.
But then they started putting in, really nice air conditioning, all of the different controls, options, and seat heaters.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Stereo and all of that.
Seat coolers, and all these crazy
got phone
buttons.
connectivity in
Oh
here
yeah,
as well.
I see that with the phone.
So all that
Buttons
kind
and
of stuff came about in the 1990s, and then they just carried on making that same car with better equipment inside, bigger engines. You got the 63 and the 65.
Yeah.
After it, all the way up into 2018, which was the first time that they actually ever changed the entire underlying chassis.
Okay.
So all the way from 79 to 2018, I believe, is the same underfloor, all of the same chassis and all of that.
So maybe we can get to a space where we can open it up a little bit, hear what it sounds like.
I mean, it's hilarious if you watch the. I'm sure we've all seen them, the videos in Russia of these crashing into cars.
Yeah.
Because the Russian mob loves these things.
Oh yeah. I see why.
You'll see one of these T-Bone an S-Class even, and just sort of go through it.
Yeah.
It just pushes it out of the way. After the wreck, S-Class completely totaled, and this thing has the bull bars to the front a little bit, askew. But
so did that? I don't know if you guys can see it. It has a brush guard. Did that brush guard come on these from the factory?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
so
that was an option.
All right.
Because they want it to be able to corner relatively flat, or they'll tip over because the center of gravity is very high.
Yeah. Sounds great, man. Oh. There is nothing quite like a Mercedes V8. You know what I mean? It just sounds throaty and amazing.
I think it shut. It sounded like it shut. Made the G Wagon noise. Let's see. So we'll just.
Wow.
They'll
That was 60, yeah.
Definitely 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds.
5.3. Okay. That's
pretty impressive for the size and the weight.
that the guy who owned it had lit on fire.
Oh no.
Yeah, this thing moves.
It'll get you going.
No kidding.
It's a little bit rough, but it's solid.
It feels
It gives you confidence. That if you turn the wheel, you're not just gonna go pitching over.
Sure, yeah. It honestly feels a little bit like coilovers, honestly, is like a comparison I would put this to, which is interesting to have in an SUV experience.
I mean, this is...
Yeah, it handles well, man.
Not bad.
Not at all.
And then just pulls you out of that
pulls you right out. No kidding, yeah. That's the thing that's most impressive. Do you know what the torque rating is on this thing?
Oh, I need to look that up. Yeah.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, let's get some facts.
All right, we'll pause for a second. I'll skip this so you don't have to sit with me while I look it up. Horsepower is 500. Towing capacity, it can tow 7,000 pounds. Wow.
Wow.
That's really good. Let's see. Here's the car and driver specs. 0 to 60, 5.3. He's the person who did this review hit 130. Started in 79 was when they started manufacturing these.
Yep.
And that's what you said, right? Yeah.
Yep. 79 was the first one.
Let's see.
Like
5.5 liter V8, $125,000 sticker on these things.
In 2011.
When they came out in 2011. Ooh. So that's a pretty penny.
Yeah.
500 horsepower.
So now we can return to the video like we knew all of this in the first place.
I know. I want to see the torque. Oh, torque. Oh, it's only 516.
That's a fair amount of
It is.
torque.
Well, it's only 516, but yeah.
That's
it feels torqueier than that. I wasn't.
That's a fair amount.
Yeah, almost 1-to-1 horsepower to torque.
Yeah.
A little bit more on the torque side. That's pretty impressive.
That's why you've got just sort of moves along.
Yeah.
We just passed the Collindale golf course. Reminds me, I think the most fascinating thing about these, there's nowhere you can't take a G Wagon.
Yes.
It's always the perfect car.
Yes.
I think Top Gear was one of the first to kind of hit on that.
Yeah.
That it's like anywhere you see a G Wagon, it just sort of is appropriate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cars, Lamborghini or something like supercars and stuff like that.
It's high end,
flashy.
Yeah, real flashy.
Yeah, there's
this
like
thing.
places you can go where it's like, it's a little tacky, it's a loud place, but this, anywhere.
Yeah, high class events.
You can drive
golf
it to
course.
the factory, to the golf course,
wherever.
to
it doesn't
anywhere
matter.
you want to go. driving my wife crazy.
Oh yeah.
She was telling me that the car guys are the equivalent of horse girls.
Yeah.
Where did
I think I saw that as a meme.
That's all we talk about. Just
absolutely. And I read that on the meme, and I was like, this is true and kind of hurtful a little bit.
Never been so offended by something so true.
Sorry, I honked your horn.
Go ahead.
Dumbass.
He's still not going.
Oh my god.
All of that, and he's not gonna go.
It was a green arrow, and this guy is just sitting there. Oh man.
I get used to this town, so.
Oh, absolutely. I just had my horn brake on my truck, the actuator switch, and I'm like, no, I can't have that happen.
Back when I was younger and not so polite,
yes,
I put a dent in the emblem on my steering wheel from hitting the horn so hard.
Wow. Yeah, I can't stand this town's driving. Everyone's just it's Colorado. Everyone's
I think
high.
it's the SDI. I think the SDI's stock steering wheel, like the airbag emblem, has like a dent
on it. Oh, that's hilarious, man. Yeah. That's so funny.
Let's go dig that up.
Yeah. It just goes. Oh man, it just goes.
Yep.
How great! What an amazing vehicle, man! I have not been disappointed by any of the BMWs we've ridden in, or any of the Mercedes, especially. It's just they take your expectation of a vehicle and just raise it higher than you could ever imagine. You know what I mean?
I'm almost still surprised when I get Mercedes that you just think all of this is just so great.
Yeah,
they're all such special cars.
I know, and the personal touches they put on it, like the person who made it on the supercharger signed to the suit or has a stamp on it.
Well, all of these G Wagons are handmade.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is not a bunch of, it's not a swarm of robots coming together and slapping it together.
Yeah.
The production volume's very low. I think I saw 4,000 to 6,000 units per year, which I mean.
So they're pretty rare.
Yes.
Okay.
Hence the price tag. Whether you found
125.
Yep.
Which that makes sense why you're paying this much for a vehicle like this, because it's made just so well, you know.
Yep. That's in 2011. That was quite a lot of money.
And right now, that's quite a lot of money.
It's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yes.
50 years from now, it'll still be a lot of money, you know.
Yep.
You absolutely understand why it was such a beautiful vehicle.
Yes.
All right, guys. This has been the G Wagon AMG. Yep. 2011 G Wagon AMG. That's what I'm looking for. So if you haven't already, guys, consider giving us a subscribe. We'd love to have you along on the journeys. We're always working on cars, always finding fun things to do. So feel free to give us a subscribe and a like, and we'll see you next time back here at the garage.